Artificial intelligence is a powerful tool being used by a growing number of employers. Many say it makes jobs easier, cutting out some busy work. Some workers, though, are concerned AI could do more harm than good. So let's bring in Matt Rosen, CEO and founder of Aleda. It's a technology consulting firm. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, thank you for having me on the show this afternoon.
Where is AI being used the most right now?
You know, there's really three categories where AI is great. It's great at automating, routine tasks. It's great at analyzing lots of data and documents and creating insights and recognizing patterns. And it's great at creating a starting point for a document, an image, a video. And so we're seeing most impact in the automation area across many of our clients, but most organizations are really just starting to scratch the surface, play with it, and understand what it can do for them. It's a very early in AI's life cycle, even though the concepts have been around for, since the 1950s.
The 1950s, okay. So it's been developing and brewing pretty much ever since.
Well, there's been lots of theories. We just haven't had the computing power until the last couple of years or the know-how.
I mean, you think about the iPhone and what that's done for us, and I always said the reason I liked my iPhone is because it knew what I wanted before I knew what I wanted. So I guess we've been kind of working with AI in a while. Why should we be cautious? Why should we be excited? Let's start with cautious.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to be cautious because, it has the ability to be abused for, scams, for replicating people's voices or likenesses, or people can use it, to cheat and, create papers and not really learn subject matter. So I think those are some of the bad use cases for it. And, there are governments looking at regulating it. The European Union passed a law. There's one on the floor like in California that would do some level of regulation. But I do think people making AI need to get better at figuring out how to digitally watermark things and make something known that it's come from AI. But when you think about the productivity gains it can provide, so I run a technology consulting firm, and AI is a big part now of what we do. We're kind of looking AI first, and so we used it for our review process. We have over 350 employees across the globe, and it took the time down by 75%. So we were much more productive. My developers using it are developing 50% faster, and so now we're helping our clients really survey the landscape and figure out where they can apply it for their businesses and gain productivity.
Do you think it will cut jobs down the line here?
I think with every technology revolution, jobs will be lost, jobs will be created. It happened with the assembly line, it happened with the internet. And this technology revolution is no different. But for jobs that are lost, new jobs will be created. And we're a big believer that there should be a human in the loop. AI should not run unchecked. Ultimately, data is your differentiator. If you put garbage in, you get garbage out, and it's not always correct. So it needs a human to kind of supervise it, make sure it's doing what it needs to do, having some checks and balance. And we're going to see a proliferation of jobs get created that don't even exist today around, AI ethical trainers and, AI engineers. And these skills are going to be in high demand. And so as a workforce, I feel like we need to get both as employers and employees educated on these tools and what they can do for us.
So maybe start playing around with them at home when you can. Anything that we could do at work to make ourselves irreplaceable?
It's the soft skills. Computers don't do very well interacting with people. So being a good listener, being empathetic, also understanding complex problem solving skills, because AI is good at giving you an output if you give it a good input, but you have to know what to give it. And then you have to know what to do with that output. And so critical reasoning, complex problem solving, empathy, listening skills, and soft skills are going to be, paramount in the future ahead.
Yeah, Matt Rosen, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on the show.